Good evening, everybody. So tonight is going to be about running. So put your running shoes on and you can dance or run or waltz. There's going to be a waltz in here. And it's kind of, think of running that race, persevering. So we're going to run tonight. We're running on empty a little bit because Joe's now working with South Africa and they're 6 hours ahead. And wow, 7 hours ahead. So he just told me today, well, he woke up this morning at 4:30 in the morning. I somehow woke up at 3 because I'm kind of anticipating. I don't know. My clock's all messed up. And anyway, I don't mean to complain, but yeah. So, and he says to me just before, like, we come in here to do this, he goes, oh, yeah, starting, I think tomorrow, I'll be waking up at like 1 in the morning to do some early morning huddles with them. And I'm like, oh, I think you're going to sleep in the other room. Anyways, so with that, I'm going to play now. It's a running piece. It's called Courante. And 10 points again, if you know maybe who the composer is, I'll tell you after and what period it is. Hopefully I'll remember. I think I forgot last time. Is that good?
I think Paul Konopke is becoming a cat. You know the I'm Not a Cat video? I just thought of that. He just said, enjoying the landscape, meow to see on the big screen. I'm hoping he meant more, but he was like, meow to see on the big screen. So anyway, hey, Paul.
Well, the cat is sitting there looking at us.
That's what I thought he was talking about. I thought, how can you see the cat? And by the way, thank you to Paul, to Sarah Varga, and to Laszlo for all the tech help, because the reason we have good audio without the clunking and clicking at the beginning and that it's sideways like it should be landscape is because of their coaching and guidance. So thank you. I'm learning. We'll get there.
We're grateful for that family. Thank you very,
goodness.
very much.
Yeah.
And the Stark family. So
That's a stark reality. Sorry. You ready?
yeah, we're in a rightful place. It's called a rightful place. And that last piece, if you got points for saying that it was in the Baroque period, again, and it was by Johann Sebastian Bach.
That must be why you love me so much.
So it was very just relentless. It just goes, and I thought, yeah, that's a good one for running. So it is a repeat, but it's okay. It was perfect for this.
I spent a lot of time in the Baroque period.
All right, a rightful place. See, but now we're here.
Now we're in the
so
rightful
it's
place.
all
There you
good.
go. Praise the God. All right.
Let us live our lives so that all may see that our hearts are restless till they rest in thee. Let us build your kingdom in truth and grace so that all might know we have a rightful place. Let us live our lives so that all might see that our hearts are restless till they rest in thee. Let us build your kingdom in truth and grace so that all might know they have a rightful place.
Beauty ever ancient and new, breaking through our deafness so we hear you, shattering the darkness of night. A new dawn is rising to bring your light to all of the world. Let us live our lives so that all might see that our hearts are restless till they rest in thee. Let us build your kingdom with truth and grace so that all might know they have a rightful place.
Together in your presence we came to be one in spirit and truth and name, strengthened by the body of Christ, taking up the call now to share your light with all of the world.
Let us live our lives so that all might see that our hearts are restless till they rest in thee. Let us build your kingdom in truth and grace so that all might know they have a rightful place. Let us live our lives so that all might see that our hearts are restless till they rest in thee. Let us build your kingdom with truth and grace so that all might know they have a rightful place. You're having too much fun with that piano.
It's good. I messed up a little bit, but you know what?
Maybe I'll play it next time for you.
You should.
I could just jump in.
You need to learn guitar.
Uh-huh.
All right, so this is called Come to the Water. You'll recognize it. But it has a little added Matt Maher, and we're going to have a Matt Maher. We got 3 songs of his tonight. And this is, he added from I Will Run to You. And this is originally John Foley. So I dressed up for desert because we're in Lent now and trying to take that quiet time to settle and just be at peace and just spend time with God. And but we need to come to the water sometimes and get refreshed by Him.
Are you saying I didn't dress up for desert? I mean, I dressed
You're
up
the
for...
water.
Oh, in the water.
You're the water. I'll be the desert.
There's water in the desert? Okay, good.
Oasis.
All right. Oh, let all who thirst, let them come to the water. And let all who have nothing, let them come to the Lord without money, without price. Why should you pay the price except for the Lord?
except for the Lord.
And let all who toil, let them come to the water. And let all who are weary, let them come to the Lord. All who labor without rest, how can your soul find rest except for the Lord?
And let all the poor, let them come to the water. Bring the ones who are laden, bring them out to the Lord. Bring the children without might. Easy the load and light. Come to the Lord. Come to the Lord. Come to the Lord. Come to the I will come to you. I will run to you, my Lord. I will run to you. I will run to you. I will run to you, my Lord.
I have to apologize. I missed the page turn. I thought the song was over. I forgot.
I saw your dazed look, and I'm
My-
like, he is not going to turn the page. He's staring, and he's staring right there, and it says, turn page. No.
She reads her words. She plays my notes. She plays her notes, and she turns the pages. And yeah, and I forget my one page turn. Sorry, honey. I love you.
Aww. So run to the Lord, and I thought this would be perfect, Only in God. I haven't heard this one for so long, and it's been waiting to come out. So here it is, Only in God.
This one's for Rob tonight. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And for Laszlo.
Perfect.
Only in God is my soul at rest. In Him comes my salvation.
my enemy pursues me. Only in God is found glory, when I am found meek and found lowly. My stronghold, my Savior, I shall not be afraid at all. My stronghold, my Savior, I shall not be moved. My stronghold, my Savior, I shall not be afraid at all. My stronghold, my Savior, I shall not be moved.
Only in God is my soul at rest. In Him comes my salvation.
So I did sing the part that said ladies there for a minute. I felt really pretty. I just want you to know that.
That's great, honey.
Is it time to pray, or you
Yeah.
tell me when it's time, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm giving it to you tonight.
Okay.
I'm letting it go.
All right. So you're going to see a bit of a theme. There's a little more running coming on, and of course, we started off with meow. We'll go to running now. That made me laugh earlier, I got to tell you. Are you ready? Father, Son, Holy Spirit. God, we come before you tonight. A little tired, but we know that when we're running on empty, you can fill us, and some of us are running on empty. God, I want to pray for Laszlo tonight. I want to pray for Rob tonight. Just that when they're running on empty, Lord, that you can fill them, that you can fill all of us, God. You're so good to us and such an incredible encouragement. And we thank you for the friends that you bring around us, because sometimes, God, you encourage them and you fill them through us, through each other. And so help us to know when it's our time to step in and step up, and help us be willing to accept that care when it's offered to us, because so often we want to help, we want to give, we want to do for others, but it's so hard to accept. So God, I ask for those who need it tonight and this week, that they accept the help, they accept the love, they accept the gestures of love from others, because so much of that, God, is from you and through you. We thank you, we praise you, and we love you. Amen.
Amen. It's beautiful.
So I'm going to run with a few verses here. If I can just find them. That string never disappears. Oh, there it is. Okay, this one, I might need
I'm so
your
proud
help
of you.
here,
You know
sweetheart.
how to use the string. I'm sorry, was that wrong?
Pull the cord, Yogi. All right, so was it Tim? It was 2 Timothy 4, and it was verse 6, wasn't it, or 7?
4.
It was 7.
You're
okay.
going to start at 4.
Okay. I'm actually going to start at 2 Timothy 6. I am already being poured out like a drink offering, and the time has come for my departure. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day. And not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearing. So I hope that's encouraging. Let me just get... Oh. Uh-oh. Do you remember what that other verse was?
Mm-hmm. I think it was Hebrews 1.
I thought it was here.
So Hebrews 12, verse 1.
Hebrews 12, yeah, so that... Let me just find it.
I have it here if you want.
Okay, look at that. I've got to back up. Hebrews 12, verse 1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with perseverance that race that is set before us. I got to tell you, perseverance is probably one of my favorite words. It just, it speaks so much to what we need in the tough times, what we need in the dark times, and those seasons that aren't as easy as some. And so my word to you today is run with perseverance. I guess that's 3 words.
That's good. I like that.
You like that? Sorry, I dropped that book. It was probably pretty loud.
All right, so this is a new song for us, and it's called Run to the Father by Matt Maher and Cody Carnes and Rand Jackson.
Do you like Matt Maher?
I really love Matt Maher. I love his music, and okay, Joe had a bucket list, and we were told when we were, getting prepared for marriage to write down your top 100 things that you wanted to do on your bucket list. And so one of Joe's was to see Third Day in concert at, and they happened to be doing their last concert.
One of my bucket list items was also to see a concert. It was more a Zach Brown concert, but a concert at the Red Rock Amphitheater. In Colorado. It's just west of Denver, and it's a beautiful, it's
an outdoor theater in the Red Rocks.
Built into the rocks, yes. And so I'll finish the story if that's all right. I found out that Third Day, my favorite Christian band, was having their final concert ever at the Red Rock Amphitheater. So it was perfect.
I'm we got to go. We got to go. And then all of a sudden, so they have a few bands beforehand, and Crowder was playing, and that was really awesome. He just did a great job jamming on the piano, really fun. And then Matt Maher walks out. I start crying because I'm here, this is all for Joe, and I'm all excited. And it was God gave me a gift too. And guess what song he said? Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you. And I couldn't hold back the tears. It was just so powerful. So God, is good. Wow. So here's another Run to the Father, and then we'll do his last song as well. The last song is also by him. So, I did want to talk about these words because they're really incredible. I've carried a burden for too long on my own. I wasn't created to bear it alone. I hear your invitation to let it all go. Okay, I'm going to try not to laugh there because it's really hard for me to let things go. You just kind of hold on tight. No, I got to try that. I got to, you have kids. It's hard. Okay, so I'm going to do my best not to laugh. And I'm laying it down and I run to the Father. There's just so many things. And then later it goes on into the bridge. My heart has been in your sights long before my first breath. So back to Psalm 139, right? Running into your arms is running into life from death. And I feel this rush. When you listen to the way he does it, he has the whole symphony behind him, and they're just coming down on that. Oh, it's just amazing. Anyways,
we have a surprise. The symphony joined us tonight. So.
We're right there, and I feel this rush. I'm going to try and emulate that with, our voices and the piano. Deep in my chest, your mercy is calling out. Just as I am, you pull me in, and I know I need you now. I run to the Father. Again and again and again. We need to keep going to him. So
carried a burden for too long on my own. I wasn't created to bear it alone.
I hear your invitation to let it all go. I see it now, I'm laying it down, and I know that I need you. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend, so I'll run to the Father again and again and again and again. Oh, oh, oh. You saw my condition, had a plan from the start. Your Son for redemption, the price for my heart. I don't have a context for that kind of love. I don't understand, I can't comprehend. All I know is I need you. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend, so I'll run to the Father again and again and again and again. Oh, oh, again and again and again and again. Oh, oh, oh. My heart has been in your sights long before my first breath, running into your arms is running to life from death, and I feel a rush deep in my chest. Your mercy is calling out, just as I am, you pull me in, and I know I need you now. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend, so I run to the Father again and again. I run to the Father, fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart found a surgeon, my soul found a friend, so I'll run to the Father again and again and again and again. Oh, oh, again and again and again and again. Oh, 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 and again and again. My heart found a surgeon. My heart found a friend. All right. I probably sang that way too loud and pushed it, but it just felt really good. All right. Alive and Breathing. Matt Maher. So that was a waltz, and now you get to do a polka or something.
I'll tell you what, we played this song one time. We had Levi and Everly over, our two of our grandchildren, and we've sang it over and over and over. We probably sang the song 10 times, and to the point where they knew the words. It was actually, I think that was almost a year ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What holds your heart? What stirs your soul? What matters come to mind? The cares you keep, the thoughts you think, it's not all wasted time. Seek and you will find. Joy still comes in the morning.
Hope still walks with the hurting. If you're still alive and breathing, praise the Lord. Don't stop dancing and dreaming. There's still good news worth repeating. So lift your head and keep singing, praise the Lord. The years roll by. We wonder why we lost our way from home. Our Father finds the child inside. We left for growing old. Awake, 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 my soul. Joy still comes in the morning. Hope still walks with the hurting. If you're still alive and breathing, praise the Lord. Don't stop dancing and dreaming. There's still good news worth repeating. So lift your head and keep singing, praise the Lord. Let everything 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 praise the Lord. Joy still comes in the morning. Hope still walks with the hurting. If you're still alive and breathing, praise the Lord. Don't stop dancing and dreaming. There's still good news worth repeating. So lift your head and keep singing, praise the Lord. Joy still comes in the morning. Hope still walks with the hurting. If you're still alive and breathing, praise the Lord. Don't stop dancing and dreaming. There's still good news worth repeating. So lift your head and keep singing, praise the Lord.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Okay, so right here, I had to play Joe's part. I'm like, okay, don't give up. You got to keep doing this. Persevere, honey. Let everything praise the Lord. My theme song for all of this COVID